Hello guys, how's it going? Fed here. Welcome to my channel. Today we have a very special topic, one that Riot hasn't given any attention yet. So, does League of Legends exist? Well, what do you mean, Fed? I'm pretty sure it exists. No, I'm actually not talking about League of Legends as a game, but I'm talking about League of Legends as the fields of justice, the glorious battlegrounds that decide the fate of Runeterra. It's known that when Riot first created League of Legends, they wanted to make every player feel important to the game. So, they created the lore around the player base, as known as summoners. Summoners are mages that are specifically trained around summoning heroes to fight for them, while at the same time buffing them and connecting the heroes and their own -1. So, what the previous lore said is that as quickly as Runeterra's denizens would band together in ancient times as tribes, opposing tribes would wage war to settle their disputes. No matter the era, no matter the time, the preferred choice of warfare has always been magical. Armies would be enhanced or decimated by a spell or rune alike. Summoners saw that this kind of warfare was slowly tearing Runeterra apart like the Rune Wars had. And they came to the conclusion that conflicts needed to be resolved in a controllable and systematic environment. They formed an organization called the Institute of War, whose purpose was to oversee the orderly resolution of political conflict in Valorant. Its nation represented itself with summoners, which allied themselves with champions to help them defend their interests. That idea was majorly supported by Riot Games themselves, as they based their entire lore on it. Also, wherever a new champion came out, he would pass through a judgment to see if he's truly fit for the fields of justice, and Riot even tried supporting their plan by making a Journal of Justice, a newspaper that reported all things that happened on Runeterra at the time being. Also guys, fun fact, while researching the Journals of Justice, I found out that Riot actually tried to ship Twisted Fate X Evelyn. I'm not even kidding, look it up. And it was all working out quite well until the entire player base and Riot itself found it was a fucking terrible idea. They progressively stopped making Journals of Justice and stopped emphasizing on lore events. Well, that's until Season 3 when they released the excellent event called the Battle of Freljord, which featured the most powerful 3 ruling clans of Freljord, the Avarosan, the Winter's Claw and the Ice Watchers, to face off against each other for territorial control. As years keep on passing by, we saw Riot not including any references to the Institute of War or the Summoners themselves in their latest champions, and now in the dawnbreak of Season 7, we can probably understand what Riot does so. They remove the previous system of lore because it was simply way too fucking stupid. The system was too narrowed down, it didn't allow for any new areas to be added. It also added a silly excuse for the origins of League, and probably the worst of all, it completely simplified the interests of the nations. But it's pretty obvious that Riot realized that with the release of the League of Legends universe. It's pretty obvious Riot intended to completely rework the lore of the game. I think that's a really good step towards the right direction here. I'm really interested to see what Riot is planning for League of Legends universe and how it will affect the other champions. Also, I'd like to bring up a second point in this video. Certain champions in the game haven't received any updates in a while. their kits remain pretty archaic and traditional. But the thing is that when looking at their lore, it's been literally unchanged since Season 2. As a prime example, Fiddlesticks, Nocturne, Cho'Gath and Brand are considered prisoners to the Institute of War, something that doesn't exist anymore in the lore. Nautilus is still mentioned as an explorer working for it, and funnily enough, until very recently, Lee Sin was mentioned as a trainee summoner in the Institute before becoming a superhuman monk. Yeah, whatever he is. So, summing things up, what do all this information mean? League of Legends doesn't exist. All things related to League or Summoner's Rift aren't mentioned literally anywhere in the lore. So yeah, instead of trying to actually find the reason for it, Riot decided to remove it altogether and make League of Legends non-existent in the Valorant universe. Pretty smart, huh? But I guess that won't be the case for too long. As I told, Riot has definitely new plans to change League's lore with the release of Universe. Also, you know what I love? That there are champions like Camilla and Yasuo with so many hidden motives and unanswered questions in their lore. And then there are champions like Kog'Maw. Like seriously, listen to Kog'Maw's lore summary. Malzahar summoned Kog'Maw to Runeterra. Kog'Maw started eating stuff, but his belly wouldn't fill because his acid instantly melted anything it came in touch with, so he joined League to eat food. What the fuck is this? This is literally the worst excuse I've seen for an actual champion's lore. Like, I personally think that Void Monsters are the most interesting lore characters in the game, but Riot is like, oh well, he's a fucking Void puppy that wants to eat stuff, so yeah. Riot, please fix your shit. Also, I've decided in this video to share some info about me and League of Legends. My name in League is Fed, and I'm a high plat EUNE player. In my games, I mostly play alongside Diamond and Master tier players, and I really enjoy playing Darius, Echo and Ryze, and my favorite position by far is top. If I were to give an advice on how to be better at League, it would probably be something alongside the lines of blame the jungler and don't focus at other people's mistakes, but focus more at yours. Well people, thanks for tuning me in for yet another video. I wanna tell you people that I really enjoy making this type of videos, and it's probably one of the funniest and most entertaining things I've ever done in my life. If you could support me by either subscribing, liking or commenting in my videos, I would greatly appreciate it. Just write down below what you'd like to see next as a video on my channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. The name's Fed, and until next time, see ya guys. Also, from now on, I'll try adding a small League clip at the end of every video to make it a bit more entertaining, so enjoy!
Ha 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 ha!